Good morning, guys. We're going to continue with our cell phones to use context clues. I'm going to read you a conversation between Joshua and Maddie. Joshua says, "That was uproarious in Mrs. Huffman's class. I've never laughed so hard in my life." Maddie said, "That was so funny. I had thought Alex would have been embarrassed, but he wasn't." Alex doesn't care what people think. I'm not astonished that he wasn't embarrassed. No, you're right. I would have been embarrassed, but it isn't shocking that Alex wasn't. Okay, so we're trying to use the context clues to help us find out what uproarious means and then astonished. So uproarious doesn't mean boring, shocking, or hilarious. In the context, that was uproarious. I never laughed so hard in my life. Definitely not boring. Maybe shocking, but if you never laughed so hard in your life, that means it's hilarious. For astonished, Alex doesn't really care what people think. I'm not astonished that he wasn't embarrassed. Okay, so astonished. Okay, so astonished might mean angry, surprised, and annoyed. When we are looking at the context clues, it isn't shocking that he wasn't. This is a little confusing, but in this scenario, astonished means surprised. Okay, if you're astonished, it completely blows your mind. Okay, so normally it embarrasses people, but in this case, Alex was not embarrassed, and that's why it was shocking. Okay. As we move on to our second cell phone conversation between Samara and Edgar, we'll read the passage. Samara says, "I'm sorry, I was so despondent earlier. I've just got a lot going on." Edgar says, "Please don't apologize. I was just worried to see you were so upset. You're such a great friend. I appreciate you consoling me earlier. I'm okay now. I'm glad to hear that. You are doing better. I'm always here for you if you need me." Okay, so in this scenario, despondent, okay, Samara's apologizing for being it. She says she has a lot going on in her mind. Okay, so, and Edgar says, "Please don't apologize. I was worried to see you're so upset." So if he was worried you were upset, the word that matches upset up here is sad. So despondent means you are sad. Okay, and the second word we're looking for is consoling. Okay, "I appreciate you consoling me earlier." Okay, comforting, bothering, or moving. Okay, but I'm okay now, as the context clues. And then Edgar says, "I'm glad you're doing better. I'm always here if you need me." So in this scenario, consoling means comforting. So if you console someone, maybe they just had something happen bad to them and you're being there, you're listening, and you're comforting them. All right, that's all for today.